Hello, everyone. I don't usually uh, post videos like this, but I've just been going through some hard times like everybody else. I was going through hard times. Things been rough, but I just wanted to kind of get it off my chest about my story of coming out here to Portland, Oregon from San Antonio, Texas, and how I was working for Amazon for 9 years. I started at Amazon in 2014 in San Antonio. I sat one, and for the first few years, like I was already experienced with warehouse work, so Amazon was really easy compared to what I was used to. So I adapted quickly, and I did multiple jobs in the department. I switched departments. I went here and there to stow departments, to RSR, Pallet Dog. I learned a lot of stuff, a lot of machinery, equipment, pretty much all pit equipment that Amazon had. And in the beginning, it was pretty simple and easy. I met a lot of great people because you always meet a lot of great people at Amazon for some reason. And a lot of them became my friends. And then, they went off they went their separate ways. And I stick with Amazon uh, from then out. In 2018, I went to the Pallet Dog at days because I was always at night. I got tired of nights, and from there, I started doing stowing the pallets, and which was a machine called a pit equipment called the turret machine, and it picks up pallets and it stows them like in the storage racks in the warehouse. And I was doing that mostly all day. So it was usually a 10-hour shift, and I'd be on that machine and I'd stow the pallets. Like it was really simple and really easy, but extremely boring. A lot of people couldn't do it because it was too boring, and I did it because like it was easy. And but over time, I noticed I started to develop uh, anxiety and depression because I was always on the machine. I was always kind of isolated because that machine you kind of only interact with people kind of at the beginning, lunch, at the end of the day. Because most of the time I was on the machine and stowing pallets, isolated in the aisles. So for some reason, that and the behavior from the managers and their strict rules and them kept changing it and miscommunication all the time with everyone else working caused a lot of issues. And I noticed I started to develop mental health issues. I was thinking of like suicide and dying and like killing myself and things that had happened to me. And it was like almost like I was fantasizing and I didn't know where it was coming from. And I was scared because I, I have a son. He, I have a little boy who he was a COVID baby, and I loved him so much. I still love him, And I didn't know why I kept having these thoughts when I had a responsibility, and it was frustrating. And it was like a never-ending battle in my head, and I was always crying and feeling bad and isolating myself from people. And I didn't want to talk to anybody, and it was really hard. So I wanted to make a change because I was tired of being in San Antonio and being where I was at. Well, that's my dog, my handsome boy, my handsome mutt boy. I was tired of being in San Antonio, and I wanted something different. So me and my fiance came out here to Oregon, Portland, Oregon. I had a transfer from Amazon, and I got approved right away. And what was what was dumb was like when I got approved to come here in Portland from San Antonio, they only gave me like a 2 week window to fucking m- move from there and then move to Portland, like within 2 weeks, which was like pretty impossible. So um, I had to delay it a little bit, and then I had to take a leave of absence and then go over there. And I spent so much money, all those savings to get an apartment up here, and then uh, uh, me work here at the warehouse while my family came over here. So it was a lot of money spent to get an apartment, and then just to move over here, and then to move all our stuff over here. So when my family finally came, we were only here. They were only here for about a year. My fiance was facing like racist discrimination because she's mixed from her job at a school. Her principal was always treating her poorly, basically treating her like slave, and she was fed up with things that were going on there, and then how my mental health was not getting better when I was trying to make it better and taking medicine, and it was too much for her. She was afraid she was gonna find me dead. She couldn't handle it. She always thought I was just gonna kill myself and that'd be it. So then she left. She took my son and they left in July of last year, and I was deeply upset and hurt, and I cried a lot, and I didn't want them to go, but I couldn't do anything, and I stayed because of my job. They wouldn't let you transfer unless you were there like 2 years, and I barely had completed a year. So then they left, and I stayed there at Amazon PDX9, and within like a month and a half of my family leaving, I was terminated for rate that was wrongfully counted for me because I wasn't in that direct role constantly, and they ignored medical notes and everything. And and this is just dragging on for some. Now I gotta make another video. Damn. So I guess I have to make another video, but I guess stay tuned for part two.